How lovely to have you here. How great
Thank you so much.
to meet you. And I know that my daughter's very excited that I met you. I know a lot of people up and down the country with kids filled you on the show. Thank you for coming here.
Thank you so much.
Good luck with the movie. You won't need it. Good luck
Thank
with everything
you.
else.
Have fun with Helen.
Yeah.
Tell her I say hello.
That sounds like an order.
Give her a hug.
Give
her a hug for me.
You'll see her in just a
I
second.
really like Helen, actually.
Yeah, you don't want to go, do you?
No, I really don't.
I get the feeling...
Not until you see my movie! See my movie!
That's the way to do it. Win them over with anger. Please say hello to your dad for me, will you?
I will.
OK, yeah, it's miley-cyrus. Thank you so much. Great fun.
Thank you.
Miley-cyrus. What's the odds that Dame Helen's not going to come out and go, see my movie?
See my movie.
She's the queen. It's contagious. God help us. Should we get my next guest out? Yeah. Will you please welcome Dame Helen Mirren.
This much is true. This much is true. I know this much is true. This much is true. This much is true. I know this much is true.
Thank you, Jonathan. How lovely.
This is bad. This is... You see, she's...
I'll give you an experience of sitting over there.
Well,
you know?
I don't
See
like
what
to...
it's like.
I don't like to be interviewed.
You
I don't know how you put up with
awkward.
it. Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're getting all bossy like old Miley Big Boots back there. Blimey. She's a confident youngster, isn't she?
She's extremely talented. She's got the most wonderful singing voice, and as she said, I'm very jealous of that myself, as I can't sing a note.
You really can't sing at all?
I really, really can't sing at all. I mean, I've got no... I love music, I love listening to music, but I've got no, you know, musical abilities whatsoever.
Do you sing for pleasure over at home, though? If you're alone, do you sing when you're pottering around and stuff?
I sing if I'm listening to music. I can kind of sing along with it, you know, just half a second behind. I can hit the note if I've just heard the note.
So it's
but
fresh.
my husband, who is very musical, you know, just hates to hear me sing. He just... anyway, so he shuts me up.
Well, he's lucky to have you, for a start.
Yeah, he is, but not when I sing.
Even
no.
if you're caterwauling, he should put up with it, I think. Now, you've worked together as a creative team on movies as well, of course. That's how you met.
We did,
many
yes.
years ago. And you've just finished a new movie together, not the one that's out now, but a new one that's coming out soon, haven't you?
Yes, absolutely. It's being finished at the moment, yeah.
And what's that film about?
It's about a brothel in Nevada in the 70s. It's a love story between three people. Joe Pesci is in it, and a wonderful new Spanish actor, and it's about the sort of three, you know, love triangle.
And this is one of those the legal brothels that are outside of
one of
Nevada
the
and places.
legal brothels, based on the Mustang Ranch, the original Mustang Ranch. And we went there. I went there to do, you know, research, because you have to do that, don't you? So Taylor said, we're going to the brothel for the night. And I said, read my lips, Taylor. He said, we'll go there about 5 o'clock, and we're going to stay until about 4 o'clock in the morning. And I said, I'm not going to spend 10 hours in a brothel. Read my lips. I'm just not going to do it, Taylor. You know, he said, you are. You'll see it. It'll be fine. I felt incredibly awkward and embarrassed about it, and, you know, sort of peering at people. I don't have any moral thing about legal brothels. Actually, I think it's quite a good idea. But I just didn't want them to feel that I was kind of, you know, pruriently watching
like a voyeur,
like
someone...
a voyeur or something, exactly. So I took a book with me to read. I thought I'd find a little quiet spot and read a book, you know.
I find that helps in brothels.
But, you know, they were so nice. They were so incredibly welcoming, everyone in the place, the girls, the madam, the owner of the brothel. They were just, honestly, genuinely lovely and professional about what they were doing. And also, it's a very girly space, you know, and I like girls, I like women, I like spending time with women.
I guess there must be a strong bond between the women who work
Very
there.
much so. Yeah. There's also a lot of, you know, in fighting as well. You always get that with women, but but you know, it was a girly space, and I like that. And like 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm sitting at the bar, you know, chatting to everyone, not wanting to leave.
Did
at
any
all.
customers come in and say, you know what, I'll have half hour with the Queen? Did you get any of that?
No, you know, the customers weren't the type of men who would have ever seen the Queen.
They weren't looking for royalty.
No, they would never have seen the movie. There was just no way.
It's not legal everywhere in America, or
No,
is it
no,
not?
very small pockets.
Okay, so it's little...
Very tiny little pockets. In fact, only in this small county in Nevada. It's not even legal in the whole of Nevada, just
But
in
having
one small
visited one and
county.
seen how it's on, do you think it would be good if it were legalised there, if it were legalised here? Because I know often there are pressure groups pushing for that, and it does seem to make sense.
It does make sense to me, I have to say, because I think when it's illegal, it's the girls get so abused. I mean, I think the worst thing that's happening in our society, one of the worst things, is this human trafficking. And women at this moment here in London are in a state of slavery, you know, where their passports have been taken away. Sometimes they're forced into addiction to drugs to keep them. You know, this is happening in this city as we speak. And I think that is absolutely horrific and appalling, and I don't think it's pursued sufficiently. But in legal brothels, you know, the women, they are independent contractors. They're not beholden to anyone. They're not enslaved in any kind of way. They get proper medical care, and you know, they're much more, they're much safer in that environment. And certainly much safer than they are out on the streets.
And
as
it's,
well.
you know, if it's going to be happening anyway, then...
Well, maybe. I mean, I think it's a very, I think there are very strong arguments for it, yeah.
And Alistair Darling would be happy because he'd be able to get a little bit of extra coming in away from that as well, wouldn't he? So, you know...
Yes, exactly. I was reading in the news today that actually prostitution is having a downturn like the rest of...
It's suffering from the credit crunch.
Suffering from the credit crunch, yeah, it is. Yeah.
Well, speaking of trouble, Russell Brand, you're working with in a movie to be out later this year.
Yeah.
The lovely Russell, The Tempest.
Yeah.
How did you find working with him? And are you aware that he talks about that experience on stage?
You know, I didn't work with him enough. I only had one little scene with him. But I'll tell you something. Julie Taymor, who directed the film, and in the rehearsal, we had a rehearsal period beforehand. Russell's obviously never done Shakespeare before. So she wanted to get him into the, you know, just early understanding of
the rhythm of the words,
you know, what that sort of work's about. And she did a rehearsal with him and Alfred Molina, who's as you know, is a brilliant actor. And both of them, Alfred and Julie, said that Russell did the most brilliant improvisation they have ever seen in their lives. They said it was the work of a genius. Wow. So, you know, Russell is a very, very brilliant guy.
Well, he's going to be a huge star. I mean, he is already, but I think he's a huge...
and incredibly sweet, kind. To me, he was, anyway. And he gave me his underpants. I don't know if you know that.
Can I just say, Helen, that's not a small club you're a member of there.
I'm not the only
No, I'm
one.
joking. It was a parting gift, wasn't it?
It was. He was just leaving, and I went up to him to say goodbye and how much I loved working with him and everything. And he had this pile of books and stuff, and on the top were these